Well, today we're going to take a look at the Toyota RAV4. That is, if we can get out of here without sinking in the mud anymore. Might have to wait till the sun comes out. And for those who want economy without an SUV platform, we'll be looking at the Toyota Corolla in the second half of this video. As you can see, it's a pretty nice looking vehicle. The styling's far better than the older one. Another view from the side. And our last view from the front. The redesigned RAV has a better looking interior than the previous model. A nice gauge cluster. Instruments are pretty simple to read. The controls over here are very easy to use. And one thing I like, we get a nice big glove box. Something we don't even get on some larger vehicles nowadays. The materials aren't any fancier than what we got on the previous model, however. Toyota had a chance to upgrade this and just decided not to, but I think I can live with this. With its high ground clearance, the RAV does have some off-road capability, especially if you order the all-wheel drive, which helps more. But either way, I like the newer version because it has a front end that doesn't hang so much, as you can see by the slant here. So when you're entering dips out in the desert or mud, it helps the front end from getting damaged. A pretty good move on Toyota's part. The base and only engine offered in the RAV is a 2.5 liter, putting out 176 horsepower. I'm told a manual transmission is still offered, but this one had the 6-speed automatic. Gas mileage is rated at 24 to 31 miles per gallon. I was capable of getting both figures, however in general driving and commuting, my gas mileage was usually around 23 to 25 miles per gallon. Sorry guys, the V6 has been dropped for 2013. Not going to get it. One thing I didn't care for were these headrests. They simply tilt too far forward, which means they tilt your head too far forward. Gives a push your chin and your chest effect. And if you're a female who likes wearing a ponytail, you're going to be out of luck on that one too. They're just not a good design, and it took an awful lot of getting used to. One of the advantages of living in Arizona are meeting all these nice friendly wildlife creatures out here. Like this man-eating vulture. Just got himself a big juicy rat. Kind of reminds me of some of the car salesmen I've met in my life. One of the advantages of having a house with a garage, and a garage with a roof, is your car doesn't get wet when it rains. Unfortunately, my garage doesn't have a roof. You see, I don't get paid for these videos, so I need all the hits I can get, folks. Taking the RAV out for a spin, I've noticed a few characteristics. First of all, the engine's more than adequate on power. But it does make a lot of buzzing noise. You'll get used to it. Secondly, the ride is reasonably comfortable, but there's a lot of rumbling noise coming up through the suspension on rough pavement. Whether that's due to tire shocks, I'm not sure, but you'll get used to it. It's not that serious. Third, the steering's very quick and responsive, maybe just a little bit too quick and responsive for an SUV. Would be great on a sports car. But you'll get used to that too after a while. And the cornering ability is close to a passenger car. Overall, for daily transportation, I don't think anyone's going to have any serious complaints. The price on these start around $22,000 and go up from there. If you don't like this one, the Mazda Cx-5 is a comparable car. We did a video on that on YouTube too if you want to look it up. Now for their nice economical Toyota, we'll look at the Toyota Corolla coming up next. Now we'll take a look at the Toyota Corolla. Now, to be fair, there are some small cars from other manufacturers that have more exotic looks, more horsepower, and spoiler handling, but people don't buy the Corolla for a race car or impress people. They buy it because they want good, solid transportation that's comfortable to drive day to day, and a vehicle that doesn't break down. And in this respect, the Corolla does quite well. Nothing exotic under the hood. 132 horsepower, 4-cylinder, hooked to either 5-speed manual or a 4-speed automatic like I had. Gas mileage is rated at 26 to 34. We'll talk about that a little bit later. The cabin's nothing fancy here, but all the controls are very easy to use, simple to read. The seats are very comfortable. The glove box storage is very good size too. Actually better than some giant full-size vehicles I've driven lately. Unlike other small cars, the Corolla is very nice to drive on the freeway. The suspension provides a soft ride, the seats are very comfortable, and the car is relatively quiet, at least on decent pavement. I put around 280 miles on this today, and felt like I'd go another 280 more. The base price on a Corolla is around $16,000. Mine was loaded up with everything, so it's around $22,500. This is a bit more than some of the competitors. On the other hand, this is the most reliable car on the planet, which means it will last forever, forever, forever. I think that's worth paying a few bucks more.